Görevlendirmek, tahsis etmek.
Assign. The teacher will assign simple homework to each student tomorrow.
Öğretmen yarın her öğrenciyi basit bir ödevle görevlendirecek.
The manager decided to assign new tasks to the team.
Yönetici, ekibe yeni görevler görevlendirmeye karar verdi.
They will assign each volunteer a clear role for the event.
Etkinlik için her gönüllüye net bir rol görevlendirecekler.
Can you assign a reason as to why Paula might shoot Sylvia those angry, jealous glances?
We're at war, so I'm going to assign the best prosecutor in my office to bring this girl down, which shouldn't be difficult.
If there's an emergency, there won't be any opportunity to assign officers according to specialized talents.
I hereby assign to Dr. Charles T. Jackson 1/10 of my interest in this discovery for his assistance in its perfection.
The post is in exceedingly poor condition, and I have decided to assign myself cleanup duty beginning tomorrow.
Since there were a lot of disruptions during our first class, I've decided to assign lab partners for the rest of the semester.
The contract we negotiated with the police union doesn't give Detective Hester the right to assign her benefits to her roommate.
We're going to assign one of our paralegals from the accounting department to keep track of your expenditures and receipts.
I know the duties I assign you are trivial, but they are crucial in maintaining the goodwill of the public.
As you outgrow the tendency to assign emotional meaning to a piece of paper.
Biyoloji.
Biology. My sister studies biology and often explains simple experiments.
Kız kardeşim biyoloji okuyor ve sık sık basit deneyleri anlatır.
In school we learned about cells during the biology class.
Okulda biyoloji dersinde hücreleri öğrendik.
She plans to study biology because she loves animals.
Hayvanları sevdiği için biyoloji okumayı planlıyor.
So, I hope you'll all join me in welcoming our new co-chair of biology here at University of Michigan.
Maybe you should have taken more courses in biology or psychology for that matter, and less in criminal law for you to understand this feminine mind, honey.
A toxic agent works once, but then it becomes useless once the alien's biology adapts.
We are the only two women in the biology department who ever got awarded to be in a place like this.
The courts always try to link parental rights to biology, except in cases where the child's life is in extreme danger.
First you skip biology, then you don't get in the right college, then you end up in a dead-end job.
And then you're a middle-aged guy fighting in the parking lot at work?
My name is Claire Richards, and I teach summer enrichment biology for the high school.
Advanced degrees in biology, mathematics, archaeology, fluent in French, German, and Russian.
If the science of biology is revolutionized, if the very origin of man is determined.
I have heard of evolution.
Or are we simply driven by our environment, our biology, our non-conscious influences? Kendinden emin, emin.
Confident. She felt confident about speaking English with new friends today.
Bugün yeni arkadaşlarıyla İngilizce konuşurken kendinden emindi.
I am confident I can finish this homework before dinner.
Bu ödevi akşam yemeğinden önce bitirebileceğimden eminim.
Our teacher is confident we will improve by practicing every day.
Öğretmenimiz, her gün pratik yaparsak gelişeceğimize kendinden emin.
Confident, stupid, I don't know, protected.
Children should remember strong and confident.
Okay, so the topic of today's video, which is super cool, is how to be confident.
Sir, if you give me the chance, I am confident that your residents will appreciate the difference.
Well, she's a hostess, and she's incredibly confident, and she's going to give a party.
I've been pretty scared about this whole thing, but I'm fairly confident you're just here to do business.
I'm confident I can communicate with them, provided your thesis is correct.
I'm a very special person. I am confident that you will see a new side emerge.
Be as just and gracious unto me as I am confident and kind to thee.
We are confident in the integrity of our cement job, are we not?
İndirim, görmezden gelmek.
Discount. The shop offered a discount on coats during winter sale.
Mağaza, kış satışlarında paltolara indirim uyguladı.
You should not discount his feelings when he speaks honestly.
O dürüstçe konuştuğunda duygularını discount sayıp görmezden gelmemelisin.
Students receive a small discount if they show their ID.
Öğrenciler kimliklerini gösterince küçük bir indirim alırlar.
It doesn't mean you can discount hallucinatory waking, memory plants, visions, revelations, things that don't show up on EEG.
If you're serious about the trip, it's $5.50, but you might get a discount because of the no-show.
But if you're really interested, I can get you a 10% discount, I think.
Except it would have to be an Electra, and they cost
$36,000 after a generous discount from Lockheed.
And don't forget our deadbeat dad discount on all disposable cameras and wiffle ball bats.
On July 4th, the largest discount department store warehouse in the state of Maryland opens its doors.
Community Memorial is a nonprofit, so any sort of discount that the store wants to give could be considered a tax write-off.
All these features combined with our discount prices, our superior terms, make us one of the most sought-after competitors in the area.
Oh, and Platinum members' friends do get a special discount.
This will last you for a year, after which you have the option to renew if you wish at a membership discount.
Giriş, büyülemek.
Entrance. They waited at the entrance before the museum opened.
Müze açılmadan önce girişte beklediler.
The magician used a trick to entrance the curious children.
Sihirbaz, meraklı çocukları büyülemek için bir numara kullandı.
Her smile and voice entranced everyone in the room.
Gülüşü ve sesi, odadaki herkesi büyülüyor.
Listen, tomorrow when you're through, meet me by the front entrance, the main entrance. I'll be there.
Raven himself is horse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
The familiar sound of Louisa Clark making an entrance.
I swear the door swings open voluntarily when he arrives, if only to give the man an entrance.
Bats uses this security card, supplied by an insider with a nasal problem, to get in the staff entrance and cover the rear.
Sarah followed the other women's gazes over to the entrance of the playground, eager to finally get a glimpse of the prom king.
But in fact, the secret entrance is to the left, hidden in the shadows.
There's an entrance east of the Sword Mountains in the Crypt Garden Forest, from which we may descend to the ruins of Dublin.
With a papal sanction, the archway entrance of the century-old Jersey Shore house of worship.
Weren't you saying just last night that you've known all along where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is?
Story time! Mira stopped at the college entrance and looked up at the glass doors. She felt nervous because she had not studied anything since high school. Inside, a small sign showed directions to the evening biology class. Mira had always liked nature, animals, and the human body, so biology sounded interesting to her. Still, she was not confident about studying again while working full-time. At the reception desk, a friendly woman smiled and asked Mira to write her name on an assignment list for new students. The woman said the teacher would assign a small project in the first week, just to see each student's level. Mira felt her hands shake, but she also felt a quiet hope in her chest. The woman then whispered that there was a special 30% discount for evening classes this month. Because of the discount, the course suddenly seemed possible for Mira's small budget. She took a deep breath, straightened her back, and walked through the entrance into the hallway. With each step, she felt a little more confident, as if she was opening a new door in her life. In the classroom, posters of cells, plants, and animals covered the walls and made biology look alive and colorful. The teacher welcomed her warmly and said he would assign partners so no one had to work alone. When a shy student smiled at her and took the seat beside her, Mira finally relaxed. In that moment, she understood that starting was the hardest part, and she felt ready to continue.
Mali. Finansal.
Financial. She needs financial advice to save money for future goals.
Gelecekteki hedefleri için para biriktirebilmek adına finansal tavsiyeye ihtiyacı var.
The company had a financial meeting about expenses and income.
Şirket, giderler ve gelirlerle ilgili bir finansal toplantı düzenledi.
He explained the financial plan in simple language for employees.
Çalışanlara finansal planı sade bir dille açıkladı.
I'm a 29-year-old unemployed diamond in the rough with no foreseeable opportunities for financial or personal success until my death.
One wishes to effect a financial upheaval in this country, one should set his or her sights on Wall Street.
It's only fear that holds people back in life and keeps them from achieving the financial independence they deserve.
Girl,
How can you keep yapping about that loon-minded Billy Joe McAllister when we got a problem here that is both financial and transportational?
My client would like to make an oral motion amending her petition for divorce, revoking any financial claims.
It would be to his financial advantage for Gina to inherit her millions now, rather than when her affections were elsewhere engaged.
I mean, with me taking these fertility drugs, it really gives me the financial freedom so I won't be, annoyingly needy.
I want to change my life and gain some financial security so that I can make you some grandchildren, doggone it.
Boards across the city are voting for an increase in maintenance fees and stricter financial requirements for potential tenants.
And as per usual, I wouldn't be surprised if the source of the marital friction weren't financial.
Suçlu, suçluluk duyan.
Guilty. He felt guilty after he broke his sister's toy yesterday.
Dün kardeşinin oyuncağını kırdıktan sonra suçlu hissetti.
She looked guilty when the teacher asked about the test.
Öğretmen sınavı sorduğunda suçlu göründü.
The dog seemed guilty for making a mess in the kitchen.
Köpek mutfakta yaptığı dağınıklıktan dolayı suçlu görünüyordu.
I felt I had to, because I felt cursed or guilty or responsible or anything if I do this.
I was scared of how you'd react, and I felt guilty because of all the work that you put into just saying hi.
Well, bear in mind that Mr. Haley is as guilty as sin under our legal system.
We would like to withdraw our plea of not guilty and enter a plea of guilty.
Guilty of having, in his youth, misinterpreted the message of the Gospels.
Was found guilty of endangering the welfare of her own child.
But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
He says that if you do accept, under his specific conditions, he will sign a full confession, plead guilty right now.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Clay Shaw, not guilty.
The second you did that, these two go from being probably innocent to definitely guilty.
Yanılsama, aldatmaca.
Illusion. The magician created an illusion that fooled the whole audience.
Sihirbaz, tüm izleyicileri kandıran bir yanılsama yarattı.
He had an illusion that the job would be easy.
İşin kolay olacağına dair bir yanılsaması vardı.
Many people suffer from an illusion of control in games.
Birçok insan oyunlarda kontrol yanılsamasına kapılıyor.
By distorting the molecules around my form, it was a simple matter to create the illusion that I wanted you to see.
Throwing a glamour, an illusion so real as to fool an onlooker, is one of the oldest forms of magic.
Oh, for the hate I have spent in denying my image and cursing the breasts of illusion.
Consciousness is just an emergent property of any sufficiently complex neural network, and the self is an illusion built on fear.
We're all born alone, and we die alone, and everything in between is just an illusion.
Listen, Mr. Godolphin, you make just one more pass at me, and yours truly's passing right out from the Grand Illusion Girdle Company.
But these rules, they give it the illusion and dignity of control.
But you see, Cervantes, there is a difference between reality and illusion, and a difference between these prisoners.
It's about the Buddhist idea of the self being a projection and illusion to somehow protect you from falling in love.
JC pretended to care for Alice so well, the illusion became so complete that even he was fooled.
Sıvı, nakit.
Liquid. The scientist poured the clear liquid into the small glass beaker.
Bilim insanı berrak sıvıyı küçük cam beherin içine döktü.
We need liquid savings to pay the rent this month.
Bu ay, kirayı ödemek için, sıvı paraya ihtiyacımız var.
Please keep the liquid medicine away from children at home.
Lütfen sıvı ilacı evde çocukların ulaşamayacağı bir yerde tutun.
Not everything has to have liquid nitrogen or rubble of nuts or,
Yes, well, that's why your ceiling's all black and treacly, because I've put a tin of liquid rubber down through the floorboards for soundproofing.
Now, we do offer a liquid asset account that would allow you to withdraw any amount that you...
I'll be wanting to talk to you about that.
It's a high-temperature, fabric-adhesive liquid projector based on simple dry cleaning technology.
Referee kneels over the guy and says, from the look of his jaw, he gets a liquid diet for 6 weeks.
Be a good drone, Tweaky, and place me on the table where I can get a good look at the captain while you get him some liquid refreshment.
Liquid waste ratio, you've got a 4-to-1, which is basically 4 liquid to 1 solid.
Leaving our sucker all alone.
on this ludicrous estate with an insane amount of very liquid acid.
Bending light waves around objects with a non-reflectable liquid, we could make those objects invisible.
Now, we are going to line the bottom of the pie dish with cheese to provide a barrier between the liquid and the crust.
Robot.
Robot. The robot opened the door and greeted the visitors politely.
Robot kapıyı açtı ve ziyaretçileri kibarca karşıladı.
My little sister wants a friendly robot for her birthday.
Küçük kız kardeşim doğum günü için dost canlısı bir robot istiyor.
Our teacher showed us how a robot can solve simple problems.
Öğretmenimiz bize bir robotun basit problemleri nasıl çözebileceğini gösterdi.
Listen, that contraption that killed Cantrell, it was a weaponized bomb disposal robot.
Well, Andrew, society can tolerate an immortal robot, but we will never tolerate...
Robot, if I fall asleep, that's not permission for you to turn my microwave against me for your robot uprising.
Living in some kind of Orwellian nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes to turning you into a robot.
I'm an Emobot, a robot pet, first and last specimen of a new but discarded product line.
One of our most complicated robot gunslingers began to act in a most vicious manner.
Okay, now that we've got all the batteries secured to the frame, we're gonna have to manually rewire all the components of the robot.
And needed further development before the two elements could be joined in the series R1 robot.
So David Sims may be a soulless robot, but he's a rich, happy, soulless robot. We're the beautiful doctor lady girlfriend.
It can be alienating, and it can be like you're mindlessly walking through it, like a robot.
Story time. Emre worked at a small financial company in Istanbul. He was tired of numbers, reports, and long meetings. One day, his boss brought a new robot to the office to help the team. The robot could answer emails, make simple reports, and even talk politely with clients. At first, Emre felt free, because he had less boring work. But soon he felt almost guilty when he sat at his desk and watched the robot work so fast. He started to think that his own value at the company was only an illusion. Every day, he drank strong Turkish coffee and tried to look busy. One evening, when everyone went home, Emre stayed late and spoke to the robot. He asked, "Do you think I am useful here, or am I just a human illusion of importance?" The robot answered in a calm, almost warm voice, "You make decisions, I only follow orders." Emre looked at his cup and watched the dark liquid move slowly when he touched the table. He understood that money, machines, and even a financial career were tools, not the center of his life. The next day, he did his work without feeling guilty and started to plan a small side business that truly excited him.
Join us on this learning journey. Subscribe and like. Don't miss what's next.